Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalatu wassalamu ala anbiya'i wal mursalin. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad fatil lima khuliq wal khatil lima sabaq. Nasrul haqqi haqq wa hadil siratal mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqidaril azim. Alhamdulillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh everyone around the world. May peace be upon you. Alhamdulillah, tonight at South Ilahi online, we have a special and blessed guest from Kaulak Madinah Bay, who is our teacher and our beloved Murabbi, Shaykh Mouhamadou Mahy Cisse. And tonight, Shaykh will be talking about becoming the knower of Allah through Ramadan. Right. So before we start the lecture, we would like to say a few things about Shaykh Mahy, his biography. This is for the benefit of those who just got to know Shaykh. Right. Shaykh Mouhamadou Mahy Cisse is the grandson of Shaykh Ibrahim Niasse, one of the Gnostic and a big awliya from Senegal. He's the Caliph of Shaykh Ahmad Tijani, and he's also the youngest son of Shaykh Said Ali Cisse, and his mother is Sayyidah Fatima Niasse, who is the eldest daughter of Shaykh Ibrahim Niasse. Right. Shaykh Mahy is a teacher and a spiritual guide to thousands of murids around the globe, in every continent, including Asia. He is the grandson of the, as I mentioned, African Luminary Islamic Scholarship, Shaykh Islam Ibrahim Niasse. Right? Shaykh Mahy completed memorization of the Quran at the age of 12 under the supervision of Mauritanian scholar Shaykh Abdullah Ud Rabbani. He then underwent extensive study in all the traditional Islamic sciences in the local scholars circles of Medina Bay. After completing his studies under the careful tutelage of his scholarly family, he later obtained a master's degree in Islamic studies from Al-Azhar University. MashaAllah. We are blessed today and fortunate to be with him online. So without further ado, I would like to invite Shaykh to start his lecture on becoming the knower of Allah through Ramadan. Tafadhal, Shaykh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق الخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق الهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم ورضي الله تعالى عن أصحاب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم يا أهل الشيخ احضر لنا أبدا المحضرين تعطي نظرة تأتينا بظهر وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Beloved brothers and sisters, we thank Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to have this opportunity to see you in this blessed time, this blessed month of Ramadan, the month of Quran. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. The month that Allah has revealed Quran to guide everybody and to make distinction between good and bad. So this is the blessed month that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, قد أظلكم شهر عظيم مبارك. So the blessed month has come to you. شهر فيه ليلة خير من ألف شهر. The month that you have one night is better than 1,000 nights. When we said, when your night will be 1,000 nights, and you know the night is night, the time is time, but what make your time better than other time? Your connection with Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So Ramadan is the beneficial month that everybody can benefit from it, what he cannot benefit from any other months. Because Allah will open the door of Jannah and will open the door to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. إذا دخل شهر رمضان فتحت أبواب الجنة وأغلقت أبواب النار وسلسلت الشياطين. If Ramadan start, they will open the doors of Jannah and close the doors of hellfire, and they will put the shaitan in chain. So that means it will be easier for people to get to Jannah. The people who love Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, it's not enough for them just to have Jannah, but they love to have Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Allah mentioned in Quran, وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. وفي Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala have two Jannah, Jannatul Ma'rifah and Jannatul Ni'mah. Jannatul Ni'mah is to get to paradise and to enjoy the life with the bounty of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. But to enjoy your life with Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is better than enjoy your life with the bounty of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. You know, the Ummah to Musa alayhi salam, Allah asked them to mention the ni'mah. اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين. Mention my ni'mah, my bounty that I give to you. But the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah asked them to mention Allah. اذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. Mention me, I mention you. So mentioning Allah, even mention the ni'mah of Allah is good because it will open for you the door to thank Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And if you thank Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, that will open the door for you to get more. And when you get more, you can reach those who get to Maqam al-Ihsan, they will reach to Jannah at Husna, but they have more that to have Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And Ramadan, it will facilitate you to reach to all this barakah, because among all the ibadah, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, he said in hadith, as-siyamu li wa ana ajzi bi. Of course, all the ibadah is belong to Allah, but he mentioned Sawm. He said Ramadan and fast is for me, and I will pay it. The another way, I'm the payment. Allah will be the payment of Ramadan, because another ibadah is very easy for person to do it with riyah, to show other people, but only fasting, you do it only for Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Because if you wanna fast for people, that means you're not gonna fast, because you have your water in your room, nobody will see you, you will drink, you have your food in your room, and you will eat and say, I'm fast. But if you're fasting for Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, if you fast because you do it because of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, you can pray to show people, you can hajj to show people, but to fast just for Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, that's why he said, as-siyamu li wa ana. Fasting is three different level of fast. The first levels, those people, they fast to stop drinking, eating, sexual affair from sunset to sunrise. That Sawmul Amma, the first group. The second, they fast from all the forbiddance, not just stop eating, stop drinking, but they keep their tongue, they don't say anything that's not pleasing Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. They don't use their arm, they don't use their food, they don't use their eyes, they don't use their mouth for anything that differ from what Allah asked them to do. That's why Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, "Man lam yatruk qawl az-zuri wal buhtani wal amala bihima, falaysa lillahi hajatun fi an yatruka ta'amahu wa sharabahu." Who's fasting but he's still saying lies and saying wrong things and said false, news. He said Allah don't need him to stop eating and drinking, because fasting is not just stop drinking and eating, but you have to stop all your affairs. You have to stop all your body. You have to stop it to use it for anything that's not pleasing Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. That is Sawmul Khassa, the middle people. But the sawmu khasatil khasa, the people who fast from everything that not Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. You know, fasting will make you to try to be like the angels. He will make you to try to be like your Lord, because Allah has don't need to eat, don't need to drink, don't need nothing, but Allah tabarak wa ta'ala don't need nothing. So if you get to level that you don't eat, you don't drink, you don't use any part of your body for anything that not pleasing Allah, that is good saum. But if you get to leave everything that not Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, that is you get to real saum, you get to the real hala of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with fasting. Because you know Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to fast, and even continuously some days when the Sahaba start wanna follow these things, he said, Inni lastu kahayatikum, inna li rabban yut'imuni wa yaskhini. I am not like your form, because I have a Lord who give me food and drinks. But everybody know, if he eat and drink, he's not fast no more. But what that mean? His hal with Allah tabarak wa ta'ala will let him forget drink and eating. So if you get to fast, that you leave everything until you forget about everything that not Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, you get to real fasting. So there is two ways to get to Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Allah yattabi ilayhi man yasha wa yahdi ilayhi man yunib. Allah tabarak wa ta'ala said, Allah choose whom he loves. He choose them to the right way, choose them even before they do any ibadah. They was chosen to get to some levels. That is ittiba'iyat. Alhamdulillah, we are in the way of ittiba'iyat, because the deen of Islam, first of all, is deen ittiba'i. This tariqa also is the tariqa ittiba'i. Wahdi ilayhi man yunib. Allah guide. Allah will guide you, because Munib is somebody who go to Allah, who connect himself with Allah tabarak wa ta'ala in his all affairs, that Allah will guide him. So you can't get guidance from Allah because he choose you. But if you don't have that chosen, that will make you like what the Hadith al-Qudsi said, that إذا أحببته كنت سمعه الذي يسمع به وبصره الذي يبصر به ويده التي يبطش به. If you want Allah tabarak wa ta'ala to love you, you do the nafila, the additions, work after obligation, that will open the door for you to get to Allah to love you. And if Allah loves you, that is the way that the door of ma'rifah billahi tabarak wa ta'ala will open for you. Because Allah said in Hadith al-Qudsi, the best things that I ask you to do is the obligation. But he said, my servant will keep following me and try to do the additions work until he get to the level that I love him. If I love him, the Sufi, they make it short hadith, إِذَا أَحْبَبْتُهُ كُنْتُهُ. If I love him, I come to be him. That is riwayah. But it is translating the hadith. إِذَا أَحْبَبْتُهُ كُنْتُ سَمْعَهُ الَّذِي يَسْمَعُ بِهِ. If I love my servant, I come to be his hair, I come to be his eyes, I come to be his arm, I come to be his foot, I come to be his tongue. If he asks me, I give him. So when the door of Allah open for you, to whatever you ask Allah, you will have it. And Allah loves you, then the door of ma'rifah billah open for you. So to know Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, there is different level of knowing Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. If you spend everything for Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, Allah will first open the door for you to get to tawheed al-af'al, that you witness the oneness of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala in all the actions. Many of the believers, they get to that level of fana. You know, there is nothing, there is no action except coming from Allah. Al-fa'ilu haqiqatan is Allah. So who do everything, he created the things, it's only Allah. But if you get to witness that there is no name except for Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, you have fana of for the asma Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا. Then you can get more. You reach to the level to finish in the zat of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. You will witness the oneness of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. You know, nobody, nothing exists. You get to ma'rifah of the meaning of La ilaha illallah. You know, in reality, the oneness of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is only reality, because the life of everybody except Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is not true. Because if it was true, you will never see somebody living today and die tomorrow. So no one in a life except Allah, huwa al-hayy. His murid, wal alim. So you know Allah with all these characters. So you get to know Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, to witness the oneness of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. From that, you come back to follow the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to fulfill the promise, to accept all what Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala asks you to do. For you to be among the arifina, you have to collect everything, you have to get everything, but you're still looking for more. When Shaykh Ibrahim said, he said, the arif is the one who love, after you follow the orders, you avoid the forbiddance, and you finish in the oneness of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala and his character and his name, and you love the people of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and number one among them is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you look like somebody who drink all the sea, but his tongue is out because you're still asking for more. So the more you know Allah, the more you need to get more. If you see somebody say, now it's enough, I have everything, that is not Arif. Arif billahi tabarak wa ta'ala, always you need more. But always, what Shaykh Ibrahim said, he said the murid is sadiq, the truthful murid, always his lisan al-hal, his hal, will ask for more. He will ask, Hal min mazid, can we get more? But the hadra of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala will tell him, yes, waladayna mazid, we have more. So we have to prepare ourselves, to prepare our heart to deserve to get to receive from hadra of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Because Shaykh Ibrahim radiallahu anhu, he said fathu, when we say fathu, is to witness the oneness of Allah. الفتح والتوحيد والمعارف فصولها ثلاثة عارف. فصاحب الفتح يقينا قد جحد وجود غير الواحد الفرد الأحد. Who has fathu is somebody who deny everything except Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. You know, Sayyidina Bilal, when he came to Islam and his master was punishing him just to take him out from Islam, what he used to say, Ahadun Fardun Samad. Why? Because he finished himself. He finished in the oneness of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala until he didn't realize that there is another thing around him. He just mentioning these words because he don't feel even the punishment, because the love and the connection, the real connection that he has with Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. وصاحب الفتح يقينا قد جحد وجود غير الواحد الفرد. وصاحب التوحيد مثبت له صفاته ومثبت أفعاله. But that level is good, but it's not enough. You have to come to realize the names and the characters of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and to know the adab of the Sharia, and to follow Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to do what's supposed to do and stop when you have to stop. The Arif should collect in one time the two names of Quran, because Quran has so many names, but the two famous names of Quran is Quran and Furqan. Quran, some people, they take it from Qara'a, study, but Shaykh Ibrahim said, you can take it from Qar'u, he collect. So Arif is somebody who collect, like you don't see any being except Allah's being. La mawjuda bihaqqin siwa Allah. You realize there is nothing exists in reality except Allah. Not just to say it in your tongue is very easy to say it, but to witness that. And if you go after that to know the names and the characters that will help you to connect yourself with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to have adab of the hadra of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Connecting ourselves to hadra of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala is nothing except to follow Allah. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Wasilu bainakum wa baina rabbikum bikasrati zikrikum lah wa kasrati sadaqati fi sirri wal alaniya turzaqu wa tunsaru wa tujbaru." Connect yourself with your Lord. How? Bikasrati zikrikum lah, to mention Him a lot. And if you say a lot with Allah, it should be all your time. Because if you say a lot, somebody who doesn't have money, $1 million, he said this is too much. But some people, that is nothing for them. So for you to mention Allah a lot, you have to mention Allah in all your time. That you connect yourself with the hadra of Allah Ta'ala with mentioning Him. Bikasrati zikrikum lah, wa kasrati sadaqati, and to give sadaqah too much. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, all the richest people, they will be losers, except those who give yaminan, shimalan, tamama, wa khalf. Those they give in every corner, they give for Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. To kasrat sadaqah, that means you have to give a lot. Don't say I don't have. Everybody have a lot to give, because even if you don't have money, your character, your good manners can be sadaqah. Tabassumuka fi wajhi akhika sadaqah. Even for you to smile in your brother's face, that can be sadaqah. So don't say I don't have what to give. When Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Fi kulli sulama sadaqah," like all the parts of your body have give sadaqah. Everybody, every day. And they said the sulama in your body, it's like 360 party. You have 360 pieces in your body. You have to give sadaqah for each pieces every day. So that if you have money, you have to give a lot. If you don't have it, there is so many ways of sadaqah. Even the ta'am, the food you give to your wife, your family, can be sadaqah. Be nice with people, can be sadaqah. Help even the blind person, you see him, he needs help, you guide him, that is sadaqah. So, وَكَسَّةِ الصَّدَقَةِ فِي السِّرِّ وَالْعَلَانِيَةِ, in and out. If you do that, تُرْزَقُ وَتُنْصَرُ وَتُجْبَرُ. Allah will help you, Allah will fortify you, Allah will fix you, make you correct. And if you correct, that's the way of the hadra open for you. If your heart correct, Allah, the tajalliyat of hadra can come to your heart. That's why Shaykh Ibrahim radiallahu anhu, one of his letters, he advised the murid, he said, like the murid who get to fathu. He said, don't think that I have fathu, that's finished. He said, the fathu is like the nice breeze that come from the hadra, and take the murid and put him inside the hadra. تجذب قلب العبد إلى الحضرة إن بقي على المجاهدة والتطهير من رذائل الأخلاق سكن. If the murid keep making jihad with his nafs, and mujahadatul muridi, the jihad of the murid, صبره على الواجبات حتى يؤديها, وصبره على المنهيات حتى يجتنبها, وصبره على مرارات مجاري الأقدار. For the murid, الذين جاهدوا فينا لنهدينهم سبلنا, Allah said, those who make jihad with the nafs, I guide them to my way. Shaykh Ibrahim said, the jihad of murid is to fight the nafs until you follow the orders and stop doing the forbiddens. And you accept the decision that's come from Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, what you like and what you didn't like. So he said, murid, after he get the fathu, he have to make jihad with his nafs and clean his heart from the bad minds. If he do that, the gift that he has from Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, the fathu that he have, the knowledge that he got, the ma'rifah that he received from Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, all the blessing that he get, he will stay in his heart. And from that, he get more. But if he didn't do that, he will look like somebody was having nice dream and wake up. The heart, it will go back to the darkness. And the murid will be like somebody who was having nice dream and he wake up with empty hand. So because of the time, it's very late on your time. And now is the time for Asr with us. And we have one janazah, that one of the murids who passed away. We have to attend that. If it's not of that, we can talk longer. But we congratulate you and we thank Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala for you. We ask Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to guide you and benefit you and accept your Ramadan. Make Allah upon your heart, fill your heart with the light of Ma'rifah, with the love of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, love of Shaykh Ahmed Tijani and Shaykh Ibrahim. May Allah guide you and protect you. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless everybody around you. Ya Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah accept our fasting. May we witness many of Ramadan, and with always we have more iman, more taqwa Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, more connection with the Hadra of Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, Shaykh. May Allah bless you.
Oh, you're welcome. Amin, amin,
We miss you and we hope to see you again, inshallah.
Barakallah. Thank you very much. Barakallah.
Thank you, Shaykh.
Okay.
See you again.
Salam to everybody. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah.
ñoom ñu ngi ci dem ci minuit ba pare te ñun ñu toogee tuuti.
Alhamdulillah, everyone. That's the end of Shaykh Mahy lecture for us. To be the knower of Allah in the month of Ramadan or through the month of Ramadan. And although it's short and simple, but I hope it's impactful to aspire us in fighting against our nafs, like she said, and to be more, what we call it, generous, kind, and sadaqah more. So with this, I would like to say about our humanitarian project in Senegal, also under Fa'al Fatianu, under Sheikh Mahy Cisse. We are still looking for contribution, donation. So please check out the link on our Facebook and IG, Instagram to know more details. You can contribute any amount in this blessed month of Ramadan. So with this, we end. We say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. May Allah bless you and may Allah forgive us if there is any inconvenience in our hosting. Assalamualaikum everyone. See you tomorrow, inshallah.